to me, and we talked about it. To get the pipes in, we're going to need a heavy lifter to come in. Mr. Chillicott, he's going to come in. Chillicott, he's going to come in if we tell him to come in. If we want to spend a grand total of $748, he'll come in, and if he doesn't, whatever hours he used, we estimated it'd take 8 hours. But if it just takes 5 hours, that's all he charges us for. But he has a minimum of 4 hours. And he hauls, it takes 2 hours to haul up the pipes from the Smith place over here that owns the underground house, 11 acres. He's got 3 big pipes which we need down in the south area. And we all had a look at the pipes, and John, me, you, and Bob, we had a chance to look at the pipes, and they're good pipes.
What are they for?
For the water to run through the creek area. And what we can do after we get through, we wanted to buy some material, get him to take the pipes down there and get some material to cover the pipes.
He's just pushing the dirt.
Yeah, he's just pushing the dirt down onto the pipes. And okay, I've got it right here now. I'm looking at it. Whatever he does, the dirt work and putting the pipes in is going to cost us about $748. But if he doesn't work all that long, then that's reduced.
That's for 8 hours of work.
Yeah, 8 hours of work, but it may be. John, do you have something you want to say about this?
It's just Bobcat work. If he can't pick them up, he's going to push them onto the trailer. I mean, he said he can deal with these pipes. They weigh 3,100 pounds each. They're 3 by 6 feet.
What are they made out of?
Concrete.
Concrete.
Concrete. Three feet by 6 feet.
Yes.
Yeah, I talked to James last Friday. We went over it, and we just got to coordinate. If we do it, we got to coordinate everybody's time so that everybody's available at the same time. But 8 hours max, 4 hours minimum, and anything in between just depends on how well it goes. I mean.
Now, Tommy took the tractor. We did this on Friday. Tommy took the tractor, and we both looked at the land and how we wanted it done. We dug out the creek some, and that's where we're going to put the pipes down. We dug it out enough that it's going to look good and probably take a little bit different pathway.
This area, I know most of it has not been back in there because until we had it cleared, it was hard to do it. But there was a stock tank that was mostly on my property, or all on my property, because of how high the water goes in. But it was breached years ago. In August, I rebuilt the dam, but I set the pipes lower than the original overflow, so it's not going to fill up like it used to. It's going to be a little lower. You still have 16 feet of water in it. The area that we're talking about is upstream slightly. It's where the creek will enter into this tank and the stock tank. And in normal times, in years past, it's been a big marsh. The creek comes out and it opens up, and it's just a little swampy area when it rains. It's really kind of nasty.
There was no way to get the water out to travel, but after when we're going to keep cleaning it out where that water can travel.
Well, putting the culvert in is going to direct it, but it'll also allow people to come down the trail and cross that swampy area. It's about 50 feet across there. And without the culvert, we're not going to be able to drive up and up this water.
Was that a motion, Marvin?
I beg your pardon?
Do you have a motion for that?
Well, I'm going to say something else I need to say on this. We have a bee tree there. We want the good bees, the good honey bees. We want whoever's walking through there, don't be throwing rocks up in there. Don't be kicking the tree. We need a sign to say something. Tommy?
Well, what I was going to propose, the bees are actually on my property, but you can't tell where that property line is. But I was just going to propose to put together a small sign, and I'll put it next to the beehive. You know, please leave the bees alone. Just to tell people that we don't want you throwing rocks at them and disturbing them. I suspect it would be a disaster anyway.
And I'm going to make a motion to
Bee attack! Or they're not African.
And also, in my intent, I've been my intent is to build a new hive and move them up out of the creek in the spring. But the right time to do it is not in the spring, it's still cold.
Well, the right time to do it is in the wintertime when it's cold.
Right, it's like,
I know, it's either late winter or early spring, but it's that February, March time frame when they say to move it. So I want to try.
I'd like to do it when it's cold.
So even if the sign, I mean, if we approve the sign, it's only gonna just be there until we need to do so.
Is it something that you're gonna see from the road?
No,
Okay.
we have to be on the trails.
But we still want the sign.
Yeah.
Okay, so I make a motion that we approve of, the requested amount of $748,
Not to exceed.
not to exceed, and how many dollars do we need for a sign?
No, I'll just make up the sign.
Okay, you make up the sign,
There'll be no
okay.
cost.
You
It'll be
make it up.
temporary.
Okay, I make a motion that we accept $748, continue moving the earth and rolling the pipes on a trailer to get them down to the South Common area.
Well, I'd like to suggest this, because I mean, do we really want to spend this amount of money when we're looking at not having hardly any money? I mean, we're trying to put out a directory, I know that's gonna cost money, is advertisement gonna pay for the directory? Probably not. So, I mean, do we really need to be spending it? Is this something we really need right now? It's been that way for how many years?
That's a fair question.
Yeah, I mean,
The key to part of the answer is the social in is ready. And we might now there's
I'd rather table it for a few months, you know, and just see how our expenses go. Because, I mean, I hate to spend ourselves into $0.
Well, the directory won't be that much, you know, maybe $150 or something. And if we deliver the directories by zone as opposed to mailing them.
Right, which is what we usually do. I know, but I mean, I think we were already talking about the potential of more litigation from Mr. Kavanaugh. Wasn't that what the letter was? Basically, a threat. We haven't gotten anything, you know. That's why, I mean, I'm just wanting to discuss this a little bit more, you know, because that's almost $800, and $800 is $800, you know. Because we're getting, we're not getting a check every month for the gas royalties. We're getting them like every 2 months or so. You know, it's down. And so it's less than $100 a month is what we're getting. Because when we get a check, it's $169, or sometimes it's $269. You know, but it's 3 months worth. Yeah, they don't cut you a check unless it's $100. Never get anything for less than $100.
I think I'm kind of going along with Kathy. We're pretty short of funds.
Kathy or Susan?
I'm sorry, Susan.
So what's our balance?
Well, we are short of funds.
We are. I mean, I look at it and go, every time. It's scary. I mean,
What do you
this type of work, I mean,
What do you think
they're
on
saying
this?
it's going to be dry
Shelby?
for the whole next year.
think we ought to table it for a while?
Yes.
I think
I
it's
do
going to be
too.
dry for the whole next year is what they're saying. If that stays the case,
Let's see how much we get in
Yeah.
donations. Maybe
you know,
Let's
How
table
much,
it for a
how
while,
much can you
Mark.
bring in on a cake sale or something like that, or like some kind of
The women's
a
club?
deal on a weekend or something
Would
like
they
that?
be willing to do that?
Influx money.
we can talk about it on December 1st.
we can talk about it. I mean, Kathy, I mean,
But you gotta
Vicky
have-
always likes to do the Coke sales. You know, but nowadays people are getting to where they don't buy so many Cokes. A case of Coke is $24, but half of that money goes to the women's club. So
I'd rather
that'd be-
just ask for donations.
Yeah, I mean, we've done that before too, and that was very productive.
How
Just
about a
ask.
drawing, something?
Okay, well, do we have a consensus of the board? If we had a discussion, any other comments about this? We have a
You wanna-
motion and a second. So
Who seconded it? I don't have that.
You don't have a second.
Motion.
Yeah, no one seconded it.
yeah, we didn't have a second.
Because I wanted to
Well,
talk.
I second
Well,
it, but
yeah,
at the
Kathy
same
seconded
time.
it.
if
Okay,
we-
Kathy seconded, so we had a discussion. Okay.
One thought here is if you're gonna take donations, why don't we take donations to a specific recreation fund, improvement fund, rather than a general fund, so it's
Or for-
dedicated money.
Or for a specific project.
Yeah, for a specific purpose.
That would make sense.
You know, because this way
Because
then
we
they
have a
won't
lot of
spend the
runners
legal
that would
fees.
like to, and walkers that would like to not be on the main roads, and maybe they would be.
And that's a beautiful creek walk, and it's cleaned up. It's really nice.
I'd really like to see it done, you know, if it's possible for the women's club to make that a project, that'd be great. And
Well,
this
we
does.
need a goal. You know, we don't have a goal as far as the women's club.
Well, I'd like to, we need to call a vote on this one.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to call the vote. All in favor? All opposed?
I'm in favor.
In favor.
Opposed.
Wait.
You better know what you're voting on.
Okay, let's be sure we know what we're voting on. In favor of the motion would be to spend the money, to approve the expenditure. And against the motion would be not to
Well,
spend.
could I make a motion that we table this until our next meeting?
We can do that.
Isn't that the same as no?
Well,
No,
not
no,
really,
no,
no.
no.
I
So
think,
we're, take that motion off?
well.
Is there a second?
I'll
I-
second the table motion.
Wait.
Well, then we vote on
Marvin
that.
made the motion.
Marvin would have to amend his motion. What I would like to do though, let's just vote on this. It doesn't mean that we can't vote on it
Right,
again at the
later.
next meeting.
Yeah.
And I have something to say after we vote, okay? So now we'll go
I
back.
thought we
All in
could vote
favor
to
of the
table it. I thought we could table a motion, once the motion is,
Okay, we have a motion to table the motion.
I'm
and
gonna
a
wi-
second.
I'm
And
gonna-
a second. We have a discussion. Do we have a vote, all in favor of tabling the motion? Okay, we're gonna table it.
Sounds good to
Now,
me.
We'll
now
bring it up
here's-
next time.
Here's what I'll
Same as not
suggest, or what I'll say.
Well,
If the women's club wants to take
I'm
this
having the same
on
problem.
with the goal of
Yeah.
getting an $800 thing going, I'll donate $200 up front. So for this project, I'll donate $200. You guys go find 600 more and
We'll do it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you know,
How do I
we
sit
can try.
down? Okay. And I'm willing to. Okay, Marvin, are you through with the rec areas?
I'm through, I'm gonna cover that last one on the.
Okay, South rec area signage up there. Kathy?
well, the signs have all been installed.
Yay.
I do have, a no outlet sign left over from the front entrance that is taking up space. If anyone has any ideas what to do with that?
Get you later, Tommy.
Okay.
Yeah,
See you
we're
next time.
up
Get your
on
light.
the hill, but we
Your
have
light.
this cul-de-sac that is.
I'm gonna go watch my grandson play some basketball.
Well, then that would imply it was a public road. It's an extra no outlet.
There's
sign.
about 200 dollars.
You know, a yellow sign. I'm really not in favor, I mean, what would I store it for?
member would contribute $50 to be there.
You can't get everybody.
Oh, I know, but I
Well,
mean,
I
if
guess
they
that was
could,
my
I mean, that's
question to the
the
board.
easiest way to do that.
Well, that'd be easy,
You
but
might not look to the right, but look to the left.
Yeah, I do too.
I'll be happy to store it. I mean, I've got all kinds of stop
You
signs.
know, a good
and
place
stuff.
for it would be Hill's property.
Stop signs.
That's where the
Hill's
missing stop signs are. Yeah. No, if it's just a matter of storing it, I'll be happy to store it. If we have a use for it, then that would be right too.
what are we talking about storing what?
A
Didn't like
no outlet sign.
I wake up America sign, but don't go out to the bees. That's okay.
Court case update, Shelby.
Kevin L. being Bermuda, the trial was set for November 16th. The plaintiff dismissed the lawsuit on September 26th. Bermuda v. Russell, court case was November 9th. The judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff. Fines were awarded for over $7,100 as well as court costs for over $130. The signs were taken down sometime the date of the court. We did receive an inability to pay paperwork, as we discussed. Third one is Bermuda v. Lyford. I would like to make a motion on this so we can discuss it. I make a motion that the board agrees to dismiss the lawsuit and enter into an agreement with the Lyfords, giving them 30 days to get the signed variance, and 30 days to get their building painted.
How long has this been going on for Leffords?
Year and a half.
But you ever should give them another 30 days?
It's for the agreement.
I'll
Susan.
second.
Have you seen the agreement?
I've seen it. I mean, if it's the same one
It's
that
either
was.
that or we go to court.
you go to court, you can get court costs. Got it last time.
If we win. We cannot get court costs. You can get fines. You can't get court costs.
Okay, well, it won't be court costs. Well, if you win, you get court costs. They have to pay
Well,
court
I'm sorry,
costs
it won't be
usually.
legal fees, but
Last time we got legal fees.
No,
No, we didn't.
no, that's not actually what she did.
That's not what she did?
You got a fine for what? That covers our legal fees.
Well, but the same thing would pertain. I mean, this has been a year and a half. Why can't they do what they need to do? I mean, ask for a variance. How hard is it?
because they felt that
It was stupid to ask for variance
they
or a
felt
go,
that they could not get the 75%.
but now they feel like they can.
Yeah. And the well, you know, the request is they would do this and they would do this, and they would paint the building, which are the two things that we asked for in the very beginning.
Right.
I understand.
I mean, you know, I'm just like, I don't understand
Going to court,
this.
spending money, but it's also.
Don't. Simple to
And
me.
if they don't do it within 30 days, then we'll have a legal document that they've signed and agreed to, and we can go for attorney's fees.
Well, why do they all of a sudden say they can do it now and they haven't been able to do it for a year and a half? That's what I don't understand. That's what I've shake my head about.
Well, what do you want to do about it? You want to sue them?
We already are suing them. Do you not realize that? Been suing them for a year and a half.
Well, are you proud to take their money? You like that?
Am I taking their money?
Well,
We're the ones
yeah.
that spending the money.
Money empowers
Excuse
people, and
me,
you
this
people are
discussion-
We are
empowered
the
because
ones
you
that are
have all
spending
our
the
money
money.
to
Susan,
spend
Susan,
on lawsuits.
It's a board discussion.
It's a board discussion. It's not a member discussion.
Should've-
You know, let me say this. I wasn't on the board when this case was initiated, and so I maybe have a little different view of it. I was working with George at the time, just to look at it and kind of talk about it. It's a bad deal either way for us. We can go to court, we can give it our best shot. We have a 50-50 shot of winning or losing, and it's going to cost us thousands more dollars to do that. So we can gamble $2,000 or $3,000 more. We're not going to get our attorney fees back. If the judge decides to give a penalty, then that may happen. And as we already know, even if a penalty is awarded to us, we probably aren't going to ever see the money.
True.
So we can fight this, get a penalty, lien on the property, which is the order of business, and just be out of money. Or we can actually get what we originally asked for and a contract by the members is say they will abide by the contract. Now, if they don't abide by the contract, it's a different situation. You know, we think. And my only thing at this point is I'd like to see all these cases go away, closed, every one of them, so we can quit spending money with attorneys, one way or another.
Yes.
And so that's my 2 cents. Any other comment?
I think they're getting the wrong attorneys.
It's simple. Just leave people alone.
Yeah, the motion is to enter into the agreement.
All they're doing is hiring attorneys to take their money.
All in favor
That's
of entering
stupid.
into the
You know what I mean? That's all they're doing.
Three opposed?
If they didn't have all the money from the gas, they wouldn't be suing anybody. Money and power.
I don't like it either.
No, I mean, the whole
Just
general.
away like $60,000.
That's why I just can't.
What they get,
I just-
$60,000 originally,
It's like me and the
Yeah,
sign.
close enough.
Yeah.
and now they're down to $6,000.
Well, I'm very
Because
pleased
they
to
spend it all on
report
the
that we have a
trail,
great
what he
looking
wants to
directory
do.
in the works.
That's fine.
Um,
On this other shit, it's bullshit.
I'm just waiting on a certain person to send me an updated cross-check spreadsheet.
We're waiting for a person to set up the camera. again.
Well, you know,
Tommy and
it's
I.
not gonna,
I will get a photo to you, and if Marvin needs one, I'll arrange to get that done too if that's
Let's
important.
just do that. to get the camera.
Or we can send a picture of his
photographer on
dog
the
instead of
Yeah.
Marvin.
All over the grade.
And I'll
Talking to Jack.
cross-check the
oh,
spreadsheet.
okay. Also, we do have, I've sold 2 full-page ads and a half-page ad for a total of $130 to go towards the cost.
Right.
And I really expected we'd have more advertisers. So if anybody
I'll
knows,
do the paid sponsor. What was
you were
that,
getting $10. That's right. So we do have 140. Well, it's 50 for a full page, and it's 30 for a half page.
If you want to leave,
Have
It's
you-
okay.
Well, a half page, if you have a business card, I can make it into a half page ad.
No, I mean, if you're a page sponsor for $50, what?
Oh, you get the full page for $50.
Yeah, page sponsor's like $10.
If
Your
you,
name's at the bottom.
well, what we were gonna do for
That's what I'm
10,
saying. You've got the page with all the information on it, but your name's at the bottom.
right, it'd be like a text,
No, that's
like
the
this
page.
page
That's
sponsored
This page
by
sponsored by
the Doherty family.
data
Right.
page, not it's an ad page, then it's page.
Okay, I'll go in for $10.
You're gonna say this page sponsored by
Sure.
this, okay, so okay.
Yeah,
So that's 150
You
then.
can put
I'll
me
do
in for
that.
10 too on the bottom of page 13.
13?
Unless
right,
that's a
but-
full page ad
not
for
putting-
somebody.
I'm
then
not
no.
putting anybody's name in there until they've paid.
Okay.
You've changed?
So do you have an estimate on what it's gonna cost to do the
No,
directory?
because I don't know how many pages yet, Tommy, that I will be needing.
How are you gonna do
If you give me the 10, I'll give you a 20.
the names and stuff? Is it gonna be like it, like
No,
it was?
I'm gonna format it
You're
so
gonna
it
format
looks
where it's a
good.
little easier
Yeah.
to read?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Tom.
So it'll
Okay.
be more pages.
I
Okay.
could
You
go
can do front and backs?
Front
So
and
it's less-
back,
okay.
it'll be the same format as when I did it before.
Marvin.
They're throwing
And
money
I'm
at you.
gonna
I better.
give you that.
I'm gonna-
You take
Yeah, that's
that.
the treasurer.
And I also have some checks for you.
Okay,
Here's
so
Bee Tree. Here's some checks for you. From the Women's Club, Bee Tree, and Carrie Aguirre.
And I got lucky at the horse track the other week, so I'm donating $100
to what?
the association.
So you're gonna take that an out?
Send that in.
Okay,
That's
so
not
this
to the
$30
Oh, it's
is
the association. Okay.
is Warner. $30 was from Warner, you, and you.
No,
Me.
no,
This is for the
30.
address.
Okay, okay.
I'm indigent this show.
So you guys paid for your line.
And put.
So Stewart family, Doherty family, Peg family, is that okay? Or do you want to say Werner and Sue Peg? Or
That's good.
And then
I don't want my
$100
son to
from
get any
Doherty.
credit.
Oh,
Just for
okay.
the association general.
Do you want it to be Shelby and Darren?
No, the Dohertys.
The Dohertys? Okay. And
Before I let stuff fly away.
just Tommy? Okay. Tommy, got it.
I sponsor a quarter potty for a big shooting event.
A shooting event.
And I always get the sign, Tommy's quarter potty.
Tommy's. Nobody else can use it.
I think it's fun. Okay. Anything else?
I would like to, I have some pages formatted with the information about the Women's Club. Thank you, Karen. The Neighborhood Watch, Bob is gone. I just said Neighborhood Watch Group regularly patrols the community. All residents are encouraged to report suspicious activity to the sheriff's office.
That sounds appropriate.
Now, is there any, do they have regular meetings, or is there any other information that we need to include?
I don't, Bob, the last I heard, he said there were no regular meetings.
Okay,
He
and
just
then,
does it because he has a car that doesn't use any fuel.
Well, he's gone through the program now, so.
Yeah.
and then the Architectural Control Committee, I need to make sure I have all the correct, the committee members for the directory.
Who would you like?
Well, this is from the old directory, so
Yeah. I have the list. It's in our meeting minutes.
I'll go through the minutes, okay.
So this is your seats for what I just paid you.
That's it.
That's it? And Shelby wrote about it.
This is just for the record, just issue. I looked in the meeting minutes some years ago when another part of the Bermuda had the